you've been on this journey, conversion to Catholicism, obviously fascinating business life, the trips, the mission trips, the writing the books, but not so much writing the books, but exploring the ideas to then write the books. Through all of this, how has it changed the way you show up in your marriage?
If my wife was in the house, I'd grab her and I could leave the room and you could ask her that question. No, I think we've been through a profound journey ourselves, and recognizing that we've both been on the faith journey, and we've been on the faith journey together, but not really visibly together. Not only because she was Roman Catholic and I was Episcopalian, but we didn't have a lot of the language. In particular, I didn't have a lot of the language to talk about things from a faith perspective. But now, with the benefit of hindsight, I can look back on 25, 30 years ago when we were just starting out, and I recognized, wow, we had this web and this infrastructure undergirding us, which was our faith and our commitment to God and to Christianity, that was such a strength and such an assurance that we were going to be able to move forward in things. So and now, we're to the point where even talking about with the future, maybe are there the things that we can either do as a couple or as a family together, in different things that may or may not be faith fueled or faith led. So, and it's also, I've realized the more I focus on love and relationships, again, the theme of the book, the more I recognize that marriage is the ultimate manifestation of God's love and the ultimate manifestation of love and relationship. And so our relationship for me has taken on such a more profound spiritual significance and spiritual strength and power as a result of the revelation that I've experienced and discerned on, that it continues to be an incredible blessing.
That's beautiful. What about your children now are entering their young adult years. There's a young man out there listening, watching our conversation today, and his first child has just been born, and he's wondering, what do I do? How do I do this? What do I focus on? What advice would you have for that young father?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. And actually, as coincidence, shameless plug, I had the chance to write a blog for Jesus Calling recently about this very topic. But I think there's a table stake, and the table stake is plant those seeds and sow those seeds of faith. So introduce your children in an age-appropriate way to your faith tradition, to various faith traditions, whatever it might be. But the idea of imbuing in age-appropriate ways that there are bigger things and things beyond yourself and things beyond us, many of which we don't understand, or a lot of which we don't understand, I think is healthy and important for children to realize that. And you never know when those seeds are planted, when they're going to sprout. And I can say for my own family, my family of origin, those faith seeds sprouted in different ways and at different times for all of my siblings and for me. But what I'd say maybe more, less of a table stake, but just as important. And I didn't realize this as much when my kids were younger, but there's a great expression out there that more is caught than is taught. So more is caught than taught. So you can say all the things and preach, if you will, or minister to your children, but children are always watching, always observing, always learning, always taking input from what their parents are doing. And so again, another thing I was told in my marriage was, if you want to raise your children to be good spouses, show them how much you love and honor and respect your wife. And my hope is that those times, and there certainly have been and continue to those times where I don't love and honor and respect, or I don't express love and honor and respect for my wife, I hope that they are kept in a relative balance compared to sort of a marital body of work, if you will, that would enable them to catch what being a loving spouse would look like. So that to me is really critical, and more broadly, how I live my life, how Kelly lives her life, the hard work we put into things, the ways we try and be committed to relationships, to honesty, to helping others. Those are all the kinds of things that, again, whether each of my children identifies with a specific faith tradition or not, if they're modeling the kinds of attributes that Jesus Christ models around love and relationship and care and compassion and service, then that to me that's the end game, that's the objective.